Okay, you can see we are here now. Now we take a walk a little bit to here, around 2 minutes by walking. We come here, we will get such a bus. The electric bus will take us around 2 kilometers along to this way and drop us here. From here we start walking long way. Around 400-meter walking, come here, we see the temple and the tower. Belong to group BCD first. Then we move to group 8, we see newer construction there. Then group 3, we see another temple here. When we finish everything here, we will come back same way again. Come here, we see the show performance from some artists here. The show will organize at 3:30, okay? We try to finish everything inside here in around 1.5 hours. And at 3:30, we come out here to see the show. And the show lasts in 15 minutes. After the show, I will pick up you again and bring you out again by same way. Come back to such a bus and then bring us outside the main gate with our van here. Yeah, you can see on the map here with many letters, A, B, C, D, something. These letters were named by French researchers more than 100 years ago. Because when they came here, they saw so many monuments inside. They divide into many different groups and they were named for them by letter. Actually, this letter didn't have any special meaning. They just support for their job easier. Yeah. Today we skip some groups. We skip group H, E and F and K here. We can come here to see something, but a lot of things was damaged already here. Yeah, so we need more time for doing restoration. Yeah, they haven't finished yet. Hopefully next time when you go back here again, somewhere here finish rebuilding and we can see later. Today we save long time in group BCD. Here look like the heart of Mission. I can show you more valuable things in BCD group. Yeah, before going to another group. Okay. Top of the mountain look like the peak of the eagle bird. Yeah, you can see the mouth over there. Okay, you have to image a little bit. Cham Dynasty, that one was Holy Mountain in the jungle. Yeah. The top of the mountain there look like one mountain in India named Meru Mountain. Yeah. So the god could stay there. The god could stay here. Yeah. The reason they choose this valley, this location for building the temple inside for the god stay. Yeah. And they worship the god here. Yeah. So they built a temple here because of 3 reasons. First because of Holy Mountain. This land was a holy valley, and there was one more holy stream around the mountain here. Yeah, I will show you holy stream later. And because of 3 holy things like that, and the god could stay here in the jungle. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so something here belong to complex BCD group. Yeah, somewhere here belong to group C, group B over there. And 2 more meditation room on the back belong to group D. Yeah, so everything here was built from 4 to 13 centuries. Yeah, different building was built in different time. Okay, so you know Mission centuries is complex temple and the tower. I hope after the tour you can recognize which one could be the temple and which one could be the tower. Remember, in the past, the people worship the God inside only temple. They didn't worship God inside the tower. They used tower or another place for different function. I will show you some tower around here later and what did they use them for later. Yeah. One thing is either to recognize how different between temple and the tower about the window. If you see anywhere have a window around, it means it was not temple before. The temple has only one main door in front, no window around. The space inside here will be really dark and narrow. It's dark because of no window, and it's narrow because not many people stayed inside here before. You know, Buddhism religion is a religion of everyone. Everyone can be inside the pagoda. But Hinduism religion is a religion of powerful one only. It divides human being into many different levels. Yeah. So the space inside here used only for the God who the people worship, for the monk who could contact to the God, for the king, the most powerful man in the kingdom, and his relatives. The rich person, loyalty one only, not for everyone. So before, all normal person like us, they could come here, but they had to stay outside the yard there. They stayed there for praying, for doing ceremony. Yeah, they couldn't enter inside the temple here. Yeah, so today we can come inside here. Look like we are the queen or the king in the past. Yeah, but remember in the past, display not used for everyone. Okay, so in front of the temple here, still connected by two more things together. Yeah, two more things there. This is the structure for every man temple here. So every temple here always connect by three things together. The first room there was a meditation room. Meditation room. They came there to clear their mind. They had to delete everything of their life out of their mind. When their mind was empty, nothing inside, it means they could cross to the gate tower in the middle one. Yes, the middle one looked like the bridge connect between human life in the other side and the God life in this side. And they came to the yard there, or came inside the temple here to see in the God later. If anyone couldn't meditate themselves, it means they couldn't see the God. They had to stay inside meditation room until they could, or they had to move back home, wait for another time, come back here again. Yeah. So the space of meditation room will be wider because a lot of people came there for meditation, for waiting. However, at the end, not many people could cross to the gate tower there. Okay. So every main temple here always have three things together like that. Stay in one line straight. Okay. And when they build the temple, they build temple to the direction, the east there. Because the Cham people thought all the living process start from the east, where the sun rises. And at the end of the journey, they come back inside the temple here, with the God here. Yeah, the reason they built the temple to the east to pick up the sun for the light. Yeah, so some special thing like that related the temple. I already told you. And beside the temple had one storage here. This one was a storage. After offering something inside the temple, like wood, water, the people moved out and they kept inside storage there. Yeah. You know, this one was built in the 10th century. 10th century, yeah. And at the beginning time, from 4th to 6th century, at the beginning time, at the 4th century, first king, Berhad Rabaman king, he offered to here first temple made by wooden, yeah. However, in the 6th century, the weather was really hot. The jungle around here was burned, and everything in Misong, inside the valley here, made by wood, and that was burned as well. That is the reason after 6th century, nothing left here. Until 7th century, another king offered to here newer material, brick you see nowadays, because it could last longer and it was more certainly than wood. Yeah. So from 7th century, they start to use brick for rebuilding everything here again. Yeah. Until 13th century, they continue use newer material, sandstone material for building that temple. Today I cannot show you whole shape of the temple because that one already damaged by bomb in 1969. I already showed you about the bomb crater over there. That one is located beside the temple before. Yeah. So if bomb didn't drop here before, today we will see that temple with tall around 30 meters. 30, yeah. So this is the biggest one in Misong, the newest one. It was built in 13th century because after 13th century, Cham people stopped building new thing here. They moved down to the south and they continued their job in there. They continue build new temple, worship the God there and live there until now. Yeah, because of the war. I already told you on the van. Yeah, and it is a special one as well. If everything, most of thing here was made by brick except that one made by sandstone. Sandstone, yeah, you can recognize big stone, the pillar, the paste over there, yeah, something that belonged to sandstone temple before, yeah, but unfortunately today it's broken. Okay. So remember they use 3 different material for building everything here. First wood, second brick, and last the third one sandstone. Okay, and beside the temple here you can recognize something there. Yeah, so that one is the oldest relic site still in Mission. Something that was built in the 8th century before. 8, yeah, that one is the oldest relic site. Yeah, I cannot show you anything was built in around 7th century because they was damaged by bomb already. The war happened and most of things built in 7th century falling down. Okay, so that one was built in 8 and the oldest relic site here. Yeah, now come here a little bit. I would like to show you about the brick here. Okay, so you look at something on the top in the middle here. Okay, and somewhere in the bottom here. Okay, so can you guess where was the original part? The middle or the bottom? Which part was built by Cham people before? Which part belonged to 10th century? The bottom or the top? Sorry, the top or the bottom? Yeah. What do you think? Huh?
The bottom?
The bottom. Yeah. Are you agree to them? We cannot build anything on the top.
Yeah.
To the bottom there. Yes. So most of people here thought the bottom one was the original part. Yeah. But it's opposite way. Yeah. So you look at the bricks in the bottom here, older. Yeah, we think they are the original bricks. They was built long time ago. Yeah, on the top there we recognize the color of the brick there. Yeah, but actually somewhere in the top, in the middle there, was built in the 10th century, and somewhere in the bottom here, the people rebuilt again in the 20th century. Yeah. So you look 10th century later, but the color of the brick here turned be older quicker than original one around 1,000 years ago. Yeah, that is amazing about the technique, how the Cham people make brick before, how they preserve the brick until nowadays. Yeah, how to keep nice color like this until nowadays after 1,000 years already. That thing is still question. Yeah, until now we don't know how could they make the brick before. We didn't know that technique to make the brick. Yeah, compare between newer one and the original one and newer one. The original one can last longer. They have a better quality, less damage than newer one here. Yeah, and as we know in the past, they collect local material from around the mountain, around the jungle here, far from here, 3 kilometers, and they use special technique to make brick. Yeah, as we know in the past, they burn the brick with around 1,500 degrees. Yeah, but nowadays with our brick, we burn them with around 850 degrees. Yeah, that's the reason they became older quicker than original one there. And if you pay attention, you look at the gap of the brick here. It's very tiny. Tiny gap here, tiny gap. Yeah, look like nothing inside here. What did the Cham people use before to connect all the brick together? Until now, that thing is still questioned. We don't know yet. Yeah, when you look down the bottom here, you can see cement inside. Cement here. If you see anywhere have cement inside the brick, it means they are the newer construction. In the 20th century, Kazakh, he came from Poland. Yeah, he came to Mission. He looked everything around here. He really worried about them because they built long time ago, and because of the war as well. Something here can falling down very easy. That is the reason in the bottom with the foundation here, he support newer bricks outside here to hold something on the top stronger. Yeah, but actually inside with the foundation inside still original bricks there, but newer brick you can see outside. Yeah, and here use cement for mortar. Nowadays with any construction the people use cement. Yeah, to connect the brick together with thicker gap. But remember in the past they didn't use cement. Yeah, maybe they use nothing. Maybe they arrange all the bricks and they burn fire around to hit the brick. Yeah, together. But that thing is still wonder. We are not sure yet. Yeah. And one thing else, if you pay attention, you look at original wall here. Where the brick broken like that, where brick broken, it means moss. Moss come out. Moss appear the brick everywhere. Moss, you see moss here. Yeah, moss. But when the brick still intact like this, no moss here. Yeah, it's mean in the past when Cham people finished building the wall, they paint outside brick one more layer to protect the brick inside. When brick broken, nothing stay there to protect them, and moss happen outside more easier. Yeah. Until now, we try to research more about two special things. Yeah, the what kind of mortar and what kind of layer the people, Cham people used before. Hopefully, one day we can know them and we can use them for rebuilding the rest of things in Misung again. Yeah. Nowadays, we can have a money. We can buy newer bricks, newer material for rebuilding something here again. But we don't know exactly the method how to rebuild. That is a problem. Yeah. After the tour, when you go back home, let's research more. Even we are not researchers, yeah, but you can do. If you have any idea, please come back here. Let UNESCO know. They will support you lots of money for sure. Yeah, yeah. They give you money because you have us, yeah, to find some mysterious thing like that belong to Cham people. Okay. So please follow me to another temple belong to Group B. I show you the most important thing in there. After here, you can go back here and take photo later. This one was a water tower. Yeah. Remember in the past, Cham people used holy water to this ceremony. They didn't burn incense inside the temple. Then now we burn incense inside pagoda. They collect holy water from holy stream up to the top of the mountain. Water must be clean and clear. They collect water from there, brought back here, kept inside the water tower here with a tank there. In the middle of the tower got the tank, and that tank holding holy water. And people use that water offer inside the temple for the god when they did ceremony. Yeah, and you still recognize some bullet holes still here. Yeah, bullet hole. It means the fight still happen inside here. You know, in the past, Vietnamese soldier become hide American around the jungle here a lot. Yeah, they hide inside the jungle easier than the city. Yeah, and they live inside the building here as well. And someone came here with helicopter. They drop bomb a lot. Unfortunately, bomb dropped on the building and everything was destroyed very easy. Yeah, and someone still use a gun and got the part inside here. Yeah. So you can recognize the sandstone temple here with a pillar, the base. Yeah, before pillar stand on the base. Yeah, stand together around here. But when this one broken, no one can know how to connect them again, and we just keep them around here. Hopefully one day we can rebuild it soon. Yeah, you can recognize the gate tower and the meditation room for this temple as well. Yeah, probably come inside here. I will show you the most important thing inside here. Vietnamese person, we don't follow this culture. Worship the god by water anymore. We worship by incense. Yeah, so when you come here, you often see the people burn incense inside temple to the god. Yeah, we are very superstitious. We don't think the people die. They just move to another life. They live there. If we take care of them well, they will bring luck, happiness for us in this life. Yeah, so hopefully they can bring more guests, more tourists to here. We can sell more tickets, can earn more money, benefit for rebuilding everything here again, because they lost lots of money for buying newer material. Yeah. And inside the temple here, you can recognize this symbol. Yeah. If you follow Buddhism religion, you go to the pagoda. You always see Buddha statue there. If you follow Christian religion, you go to the church, you always see Jesus there. And inside Hinduism religion temple, you always see this thing, Linga and Yoni together. Linga, the column on the top is Linga. Linga symbolize for male, for Shiva, Shiva God. Yeah, so Shiva God located in here, on the Linga. Indian people, they call it the Shiva. Shiva Ling, Shiva Linga, Shiva Ling, yeah. And the square shape in the bottom is Yoni. Yoni symbolize for female, yeah. When Linga combine with Yoni, it will become the principle of development, productivity, yeah. In the past, normally Cham people came here wish for health, for happiness, especially for the children. They try to keep next generation for their family from here. They ask monk use holy water from water tower outside there. Monk pour holy water on the top of Linga. Water rub down here, follow the gap there, rub down. Monk collect that water, brought out for the people drink. Or wash the face, put on the head. They did something like that for ceremony. Yeah. And when you look at the Linga here, you can recognize someone is standing. Can you guess who is standing here? Who was standing there? Can you recognize the head and the body? Yeah? Who was standing? I. I open come here. No. Someone was really important as well. Who gave the God the house? Who gave the God the temple here to live? Could you remember? Who built the temple here for the God?
Cham.
Cham people. Who asked the Cham people? Who request Cham people did that?
Shiva.
No. The most powerful man. King. King. Yeah. So someone standing there was a king. Yeah. But remember, one temple in Misung belonged to one king. How many temples here? It's been how many kings belong to Chamba kingdom before? When someone became the king, they offer to here new house, new temple for the God stay. Sorry. You see, the God stay here to support their kingdom, and the king has responsibility to look after well for the God. Yeah. But when someone became the king, they offer to here new house, new temple for the God state. Yeah. He allowed the people build something here for the God. Yeah. Oh, different kings, they had different thinking. They affect to different culture. So they built everything here following the different style, different architecture. Yeah, you know, at the beginning they affect to Indian culture. However, from 9th century, they import new culture from everywhere in over the world for building everything in Mission. Yeah, for example, first temple we visited before, that one was built following the architecture from Indonesia, yeah, because in the 10th century, some young people of Chamba kingdom, they went there for studying. They copied new design from there back here for building that one. Or sandstone temple was built following the architecture from Greece, European Greece, yeah. You can recognize big pillar, yeah, the column outside there. So something like that come from European architecture. Oh, another storage there as well. That one was the storage of this temple as well. The top of the building look like some communal house in the north of Vietnam. Yeah. If you are already been to Hanoi or some province in the north of Vietnam, you can see the many communal houses like that located in the countryside. So that one comes from Southeast Asian culture. So you see the cultural conference happened here a long time ago. They mix between many different cultures in over the world for building everything in Mission. Yeah, beside Indian culture. So not only Indian culture here, with many different cultures. Yeah. And temple here, they still build some smaller one around to worship another god in Hinduism as well. For example, the middle one here worship Ganesha, Ganesh, the god with elephant head. Ganesh, yeah, have you heard about him? He is the god of happiness. Yeah, he's the first son of the Shiva god, yeah. And the next one there, the taller one worships Skanda. Skanda, he's the god of the war. Yeah, Skanda, he's the second son. So Shiva god has two sons, Ganesha and Skanda. Okay, and you can see some decoration around the building there. Yes, so you can recognize some human prayer. They stay there to pray something to the God. Yeah, and some carving. So remember the carving everything on the bricks after building. Yeah, so they could do everything on their bricks. With our brick, we couldn't do anything. We cannot do anything. They would break very easy. But you see, their bricks was still nice. Yeah, and they carve everything, all the details around here for decoration. You can recognize Yoni in the bottom, huh? Yoni here.
Oh.
Yeah. So I already show you about Linga and Yoni in another temple there. Yeah. So on the top of Yoni can be Linga column. Yeah. Or can be Shiva God. Yeah. Because Linga symbolize for male, for Shiva. Yeah. So these are the Shiva gods, the two. Yeah. If you don't know that, you can recognize by snake. Here, snake. There are three things to recognize Shiva. First, he has three eyes. Three eyes, yeah. Two normal eyes like us and one more eyes in the middle. Normally, the middle one always closed. If the middle eyes open, it means he will destroy the universe. Yeah. Yeah. The second thing, he always drive the cow, Nandi Poo. Yeah. If anyone follow Hinduism religion, they don't eat beef. They really respect cow animal. Yeah. And the last thing, he has one snake around his chest, his body. It's named Nanga. Nanga. In Hinduism, there are two snakes. One is a god and one is a monster in the water. And this is a god one. He follow him all the time to protect him. Yeah. And this one is a Shiva god. Yeah. And the statue without hat. We don't know where's the hat now. Maybe in your country. Yeah. After the war, many human statues in Mission lost the hat. We don't know why, but someone explained to us by two reasons. First, because of French. So French help us discover this area before. Maybe they would like to keep something for souvenirs, and they brought some hat back home and they keep somewhere in your country. And the second reason, because of Muslim. In the past, the people following Muslim religion, they didn't like Hinduism. And they came here, they delete all the face, the head of the people here. You can recognize some human prayer on the wall there. The body was the original part, but the face was a copy one. The people rebuilt again by cement. Yeah, cement. Okay, we are inside one meditation room before, but nowadays it looks like the little gallery. Yeah, we managed to decorate here, either for you to look. Yeah, actually they someone keep them in another building, but some building was destroyed, nowhere to keep them, and the government moved them to here. Yeah. And in 1994, there was someone from Germany and Switzerland came here help us rebuild this place again. So you can recognize the wall in the both sides with cement a lot there. Yeah, the floor, the roof, they are the newer construction. The original part still on the back there. Yeah, with nicer color. Okay. Yeah. And inside here you can recognize some things. For example, this sculpture. So this one you can see Shiva, he dancing. From this dance he can create new universe. Yeah. So this sculpture divided into three different sections. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Some people thought all the humans were born from lowest section here, and we grow up until maximum here. We cannot grow up more because no one can do bow hand like Shiva. Bow hand like this, no one can do. Yeah. If we can do like that, like him, this means we can be the God, or we can be something else. Yeah, we are not human anymore. The reason two lower sections in the bottom here belong to human, and the highest section on the top there belong to the God. The God staying higher position. Okay, yeah. And on the back here, they are the top of the building. Before, when someone finished building the temple or the tower, they make something like this to remind next generation. how the temple or the tower before looked like. Yeah, after the war we cannot recognize the top of something around here easy, but you can look from here. Okay, and yeah, you can see another Yoni Linga here, but they broke. Yeah, and here you can recognize one animal. This animal combined between elephant and lion. So elephant head, you can recognize the tongue there, and lion body. Elephant present for intelligence, the intelligence, yeah, and lion present for the strength, yeah. So they Cham people combine both them together in one animal here, and they keep something like this around the building for decoration, yeah. And this is the face of the Kali god, Kali, yeah. In Hinduism, he's the god of the time. The god of the time, yeah. After here, I will show you another temple belong to group G, and the people use his face for decoration around the temple. He stay there to protect the temple with monster face here, keep bad spirit away, yeah. And bone shell. Government found them somewhere there underground after the war, yeah. We keep bomb here with two reasons. First, we would like to let you know the reason why Mission become something like this, yeah. If the war didn't happen before, today, few hours is not enough to discover everything. We stay here at least 3 days because Mission was really huge before, with a lot of things inside here. However, the war happened and destroyed lots of things. It made still something inside the jungle, but the government hasn't discovered yet for tourism. There's still worry landmine or bomb that is still there. Yeah, so we need more time for cleaning first, and hopefully in the future we can explore more things inside there, and we can see later. And the second reason, we would like to let next generation know, young people know, the war destroyed a lot. So please keep peace until forever. Yeah. Now we can have money, we can buy new material for rebuilding everything again. But how to rebuild by this way, not by that way. Yeah, that is the problem. Yeah. Okay. Now we try to rebuild most of the thing again, but after 10 years later, 15 years later, they became really old. Yeah. Mountain. And going down to the big river, Phu River, that direction. Yeah. But now it's the normal water for the big people because we don't believe this culture. So with us, it's just the normal water here, no more holy. So something here belongs to group G, and everything here was built in the middle of 12th century before 12. Yeah, before the war there was 5 different buildings here with meditation room, the gate tower, main temple there, storage, and one more fire tower on the left hand side. Yeah, but after the war there was still only 25% here. Yeah. You know, before they used a fire tower to cook food, offer to the god inside the temple for ceremony. Remember, they didn't cook food for eating because 1,000 years ago, no one lived here. They keep this place only for worshipping the god, yeah, not for living. They live far from here, around 20 kilometers away to the south of Mission. If they would like to see the god, they came here. King came here by elephant, and local people walk to here. Yeah, they walk a few days to here, stay here only a few hours, and they walk back home. They couldn't stay here overnight. Yeah. So when they came here, they need to prepare some food for ceremony. Yeah, the reason they cook inside the fire tower. There's a fire there, and offer inside the temple for the god when they did ceremony. Yeah. And after the war, there was still only 25% here, 25%, yeah. It means somewhere around here with the meditation room, the gate tower, and a little bit in the main temple with the storage. There was a newer construction. They was rebuilt again in the 2011 by Italian, yeah. Because in from 2011 until 2013, some people of Milan University, Milan, from Italy, they came here, help us rebuild this group again. They dig a little bit in 2 years, yeah, and after 2 years, forming something like this, you can see today, yeah. But come closer a little bit, I can show you the special thing they did here. So you can recognize original bricks here, original wall here, yeah, and newer construction here, yeah. When you look at the brick here, the gap here is also very tiny gap without cement inside, yeah. Because in 2002, someone came here, they didn't use cement anymore to filling up the gap here. Because they use tree sap. They mix tree sap with brick powder, yeah, and filling the gap here, yeah. Because it looked like the original one. Even they couldn't last in long time, yeah. Compare between tree sap and cement, this one lasts shorter than cement. They had to filling up all the time, but it looked like the original one, so they prefer to use it instead of cement, yeah. So after here we are on to group 8 over there. You cannot see cement anymore inside the brick because they use the tree sap, yeah. And you can recognize some face of the Kali god here, yeah, with monster face. Surrounding the temple like this, there are 52 face, symbolize for 52 weeks of the year in their calendar, because he's a god of the time, yeah. And they stay here to protect the temple with monster face like that, yeah. And if you pay attention, you look at the direction of this temple to the west, not to the east like another group I already told you, yeah. Because in last group they keep that place for worshiping the god only, but in this group they keeping for worshiping the god and for burying the king. Because the direction of the west is mean the direction of the sunset. Sunset is mean when someone die. And in Hinduism, when the people die, they cremate them and throw the ash to the water. But when the king die, they cremate him and keep the ash, bury them around the hills here. Because they try to combine God and king together, and they bury the king around here with the God, stay together in the hills here. The reason they change direction to the west, not to the east like another group, yeah. And you can recognize Yoni here. That Yoni located inside the temple before with Linga, but Linga already broke, yeah. The government moved Yoni out either for you to look here. And when you finish here, you go into there. I can show you one kind of languages the Cham people used before. Yeah. Okay, so you look everything here are very new. Yeah, because they start review everything here 3 years ago until now. Yeah, and they already finished it. Yeah, this morning in Mission they had a meeting for closing this project, yeah. Because from 2015 until now, Vietnamese government, UNESCO, and Indian, they had to pay 50,000 billion dollars for rebuilding 3 groups together: Group H, Cake, and 8. Yeah, they dig a little bit in Group H and Cake because they try to save money to finish Group A here. This is a Group 8, yeah, because this is the biggest group in Mission Sanctuary and the most important group as well, yeah. In the past, there was around 13 buildings here, 13, yeah, with really a big man temple here as well to worship the Shiva god inside. Surrounding man temple, they built some smaller one to worship some god of direction. They stay there to support the main temple. They also built the water tower, fire tower, meditation room around here as well. However, after the war, nothing left here because 100% were damaged by bomb. Yeah. Until 3 years ago, Indian came here and helped us rebuild this place again. They just finished until now because they don't want to continue more. If they can continue more, but it look like the fake one, it not look like the real one, so they need to stop in a big time to research more the way to rebuild, and they continue in the future. Yeah, so far they just finished until like this. Yeah, When you come inside, you also see you can recognize the Yoni Linga there. Yeah, belong to another temple there as well. When they came here, they try to collect the original bricks. If they're still okay, we can reuse them and rebuild in somewhere again. Yeah, but if they're not okay, throw away and buy the newer brick. Yeah, so one newer brick like this costs around $3. They are very expensive because all newer brick here made by Italian technology. Yeah, hopefully they can last longer than Vietnamese brick they already used before to rebuild another group. Yeah, but I'm not sure because just 3 years ago they are still look very nice like this. But in 10 years, 20 years later, when you go back here again, I'm not sure how much damage later. Yeah, but hopefully they can still keep nice in longer time. Yeah.